Right click. All right, guys, without further ado, I want to introduce to you Sandy Serrato, mama, brand new mama of Frida. I think you all must know her. And Cindy does this business, does Herbalife as a side hustle. So I really want to pass on the baton to her so she can share her story, not only her transformation story, which is amazing, but also her business story, and then moving on to the training. So Sandy, big shout out to Sandy. Give me a 5-5. Show Sandy some energy. Show her your love. Show her that you are ready. Cameras on with your pen and your notepad ready to take amazing notes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So excited and honored to share today. I'm gonna go ahead and get started and share. Can I share my screen? I made a little, let's see.
Let me see how I can, okay, there you are.
Let me know if you can see this.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so here we go. All right. Okay, I can see it on there. Perfect. So I will be sharing the PM flow and how to build your business. You know, building your business starting with your 2,500 volume points and up. Okay, so building your business, creating that sustainability in your business to start to build your royalty. So how can we do that with the preferred member flow? Okay. So first and foremost, I want to introduce myself. So like she said, my name is Coach Sandy. Before Herbalife, I was a yo-yo dieter. I was a binge eater. I struggled with weight loss. Granted, I was overweight my entire adult life, okay? I definitely had a lack of confidence. I found this incredible community through a friend. And what I learned was that I had definitely created an unhealthy relationship with food, being a person that was constantly on these yo-yo diets, trying to all these different fad diets that just didn't work because they were not sustainable, but not dealing with the issue of the fact that I had a very unhealthy relationship with food. Fast forward, you know, starting my program, I got instant results. So far, I've been able to lose 115 pounds. I put on lean muscle with the product. And most recently, guys, I am now 6 months postpartum. I'm back in my pre-baby clothes. And I use the nutrition throughout my entire pregnancy and now with my breastfeeding journey. So I'm just super grateful for Herbalife because it really gave me the resources to conquer the bad eating habits and to create a sustainable lifestyle. So I'm so passionate about sharing this nutrition with everybody because, you know, having started before Herbalife, not knowing what I was doing, not knowing how to eat, not having the resources to conquer that, and now having the community behind me to support me, I want to be able to share this with everybody because I know that's something that everyone would benefit from, right? Through the process of sharing my journey, guys, I found my purpose and my passion, which is to empower other women through this journey, to teach them everything that I've learned through my journey with Herbalife, and just to make things simple, fun, and magical, right? And what better way than to have amazing shakes every single day. So, you know, I initially did not really start my business. I was just on the mission to work on myself. And what I found, what was happening was that as I was sharing on social media, I was already sharing on social media, guys. So if you know someone that's already sharing their story, these are the people that you need to invite to the business because they're already influencing without even knowing that they're doing so. So that's something that I was already doing. I was already sharing my journey, but now I got to share it with Herbalife, and I got to literally show other people how to get results by using the product that I was using. So by profession, I am a full-time employee for the County of San Bernardino. I'm an appraiser, and I work my side hustle around my 50-plus hour job. Around my full-time life, I'm a new mom, and I literally work my business about 2 hours a day, guys. Last month, I made over $2,000. around my full schedule. So it's not impossible. And I say 2 hours a day because it's really like 1 to 2 hours a day, because I literally work about 10 hours a day. And then it's the process of picking up my daughter, getting home, settling in, trying to get a workout in, trying to be a mom, trying to nurse, and then plugging into the power hours, which have been super powerful for me. But I'll share what that is a little later. And building my side hustle within that time frame, because I'm creating the consistency of what I'm doing with my PM flow. So let me go ahead and get right into that. So we've heard this concept before, right? The fortune is in the follow-up. This is something that I have learned throughout my journey. And I'll tell you guys that when I started Herbalife, I didn't have the client base that I have now. And I found that it really was through these main points that I found the consistency and the growth in my business that is showing up for me now. Okay. So I've been in this business for 5 years. However, the first year was just me kind of, tapping into the water, trying to get a feel for what everything is, not really knowing what I was doing. And, really be grateful for the leadership that we have in this business, because I'll share my upline, my sponsor is no longer in the business. But because I was plugged into all these amazing coaches in this community, they helped me figure all of this out. Okay, so the fortune is in the follow-up. So the first thing would be how to be a superstar coach. You have to have a follow-up schedule. So whatever's going to work for you, this is creating your brand, right? This is creating the expectation that your clients are going to have. So starting with the basics that Herbalife provides us in those handbooks that we get in our distributor pack, right? If anybody read them. I did not read them maybe till like a year in, okay? But creating that consistent follow-up with your clients is going to give them, number one, the best results. And it's also going to help you build your confidence, and it's going to help them build you're going to build trust with them, right? So Herbalife already teaches us how to do that follow-up, right? I follow up the day before, on the first day, I follow up the second day, the third, 5, 7, whatever's going to work for you. And then once that first week passes, you want to set a schedule to follow up weekly, right? So whatever day that works for you. For me personally, I follow up every Friday. So because I've been consistent with this, my clients already know Friday is check-in day, Friday is weigh-in day, it's progress photos, it's checking in to see where they're at, how they conquered their week. And it's not just about the results in the number that's changing on the scale, right? It's how they're feeling. It's what they conquered in their week. So I'm already creating that relationship with them, because they know that every Friday, if they don't check in with me, I'm going to go look for them, because they know Friday is the day that we follow up. And this is going to create a client base for you that is constantly getting results, because now they're learning that we have the expectation of them as a coach, because we've committed to their goals, on them checking in with you every week, right? So having that set schedule for yourself. And also what happens when we set a routine, guys, it creates consistency, right? Instead of like, okay, because this is what I used to do. Oh, well, this person can follow up with me on this day, and this person, no. Standard all the way across. It's every Friday we check in, every Friday. So creating that follow-up schedule for yourself, right? Next is providing value before and after you've created that follow-up, right? So how are you following up in between those days, right? Once you've had a client for at least a week and you're no longer doing the first day, the third day, the 5 day, now it's weekly. What else are you providing for them to continue to stay connected, for them to continue to get results and be on track and stay focused? I'll share this chat content flow that I created. So this is actually, guys, something that I got from our January kickoff event with Find Me. If you guys know who Find Me is, she's a big shot in Herbalife. She shared this, and all I did was just modify it a little bit more to what works for me and my clients, right? So creating this flow, this is not only for chats for your clients, but this is something for your social media. This is something that you're sharing, if you're doing follow-up with your clients, right? And I'll say this, if you don't have clients yet, this is a really great flow to use, to share, to start to build your social media and start to build your following and to start to provide content and value on your social media to attract new clients. So even if you say, I don't have clients, this is something you can share for your daily posting, right? If you don't really know how to go about sharing, this is a really great thing to do. And also, it's also providing value to your client, which at the end of the day, when you provide that value, you're creating that loyalty for them. Another thing that I use as far as videos, right? Instead of creating new videos, which I used to think that I had to do all this myself, you know, we have so many incredible things provided to us. So the Herbalife video library is one where you can get videos to share and you can DM these. So for me, guys, I literally build my business on Instagram. I have Facebook too, but most of my clients, other than maybe 4 clients that I text, everybody's on Instagram. So I personally use Instagram for my business and for my follow-up, for my interactions, because what I find is that people tend to dismiss a text message, but they will not dismiss that notification that comes up. It's like they see that notification and they're like, I have to see what it is. I have to see what it is. Even the people, I'll tell you, even the people that have ghosted me because they're not on track, they will check it because they can't stand to see that little notification come up on the top. So being able to send something and to see that they've seen it lets me know, okay, they're either, because with a text, I don't know if they got my message. It could have been lost, but being able to see it in my DM, it'll tell me that they saw it. So at least I know they're looking at everything, right? So that for me is like, is number one. My business is entirely on Instagram. So next is being consistent. Be consistent, right? Being consistent. You show up, not just for your clients, but you're showing up to get your new result. You're showing up in your business, right? This creates your credibility. So even if you don't have clients yet, you're building your clientele. This is so important to show up online, especially because right now, what is this? It's the social media, right? This is the era of social media. So we have no excuse to not show up. It's so easy to be able to share without having to be face to face, right? And one of the important things that I've learned is that your social media is your storefront. So if you had a physical business, how are people going to know that you're open if you're not posting? How are people going to know that you're still doing Herbalife if you're not posting, if you're not sharing? So another thing is, oftentimes this happens where you're doing Herbalife and then you find out that somebody you know is doing Herbalife with someone else. And where was the miscommunication? A lot of times is that you're not letting everybody know that you do Herbalife, that you're a coach, that you want to help them. So my social media, although it's my life, it's Herbalife blended into my life. So there's always something. So I personally need everybody in my circle of influence to know that I do Herbalife, because when they're ready, they need to come to me. I need to be the Herbalife girl for them, for everybody that I know. So being a person that you need to show up. You need to show up in your business. You need to show up in your results. Getting those results are so important, right? That's how we show up in our business. That's how we grow our businesses. We get amazing results. And there's so many products that we have that we can continue to get a new result. You can get a skin, hair, nails result, like everything, guys. We have so many ways to get new results, even if it's not just the physical transformation. So what are you sharing? How are you showing up every single day and providing that value online? Another thing that I've learned in this business is that when you treat everyone else like they're your client, that builds your credibility, but that also builds your confidence. And what ends up happening, because this happened for me, like I shared, when I started the business, I was just showing up, guys. And what I'm finding is that the growth that I've had in my business is simply because I decided to show up every single day, whether I had when we were at boot camp, right? I was coaching boot camp sometimes 4 times a week. And I may or may not have had a client there, but I treated every single buddy that was there as if they were my own. If somebody asked me a question, those of you that know me, if you ask me a question, I answer as if you were my client. Because number one, we're a team, but also it's giving me the practice when I didn't have clients. It gave me the practice to coach someone so that when I did have clients and I did have this huge team, I was able to coach them. I was able to be of service and be of value. So definitely something to take into account if you're just starting your business, right? Because how you treat those people, and I'm very grateful for the interactions that I've had with clients that are, they're in the team. Everybody's a part of this team, right? So I don't necessarily distinguish, that's not my client, so I can't help them, or if they have a question, they can ask their coach. No, we are here to support one another, and that later on will show up. That will show on later on in your business, because I've brought in clients in, and other people's clients will talk me up to their clients because they're like, oh, Coach Cindy, oh my gosh, she helped me with this. And that's what it's all about, guys. We're a team. We're here to help one another. And why not start to get the practice with someone else's clients while you build your clientele, right? And if you treat every sale like they are a VIP client, this is where you're going to create that loyalty, right? So I swear, guys, even if someone just buys a tee, I act like they spent like $500. I give them the follow-up, whether it's one thing or whether it's a huge program. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, that interaction, that support, and the value that I'm giving to that person is going to end up growing. And I've had so many people that are now VIPs, right? And they started buying one thing, but they weren't consistent. So although they did not sign up right away, I was still sending them, motivation. I was still providing value and just kind of reminding them, that I'm still thinking about them. And eventually that sale, that tee, becomes a preferred member, becomes a distributor. So you have to always think of the possibility in every sale. What can this open up? And even, guys, even if it's not that person, they can refer you someone else, right? They can refer you someone else. And there's a power in that, in how you are in your interactions can totally build your entire business, right? With one person. So continue to pour on value and continue to act like every sale is $1,000 sale, right? And then the next point would be to plug them into the community, especially now that everything is on social media. The power, we have such a power in our communities, in our online chats, right? Because not only does that empower them to make connections with other people, but it's keeping them on track, because now they're seeing everybody else is posting. We're all in a chat. We all know the power of those interactions, right? But what you're doing for this VIP, this preferred member, you're empowering them not only to make connections, but you're empowering them in their own results, in their transformation, in being able to interact and then invite. Because everybody wants to talk about how amazing this community is, right? And that is going to bring you more referrals. That eventually people fall in love with the community, right? They come for the product, but they fall in love with you, and they fall in love with the community. So it's so important that you plug them in. And I know, because I have so many clients that they're kind of, they're standoffish about, they don't want to be on a chat, or it's too much. But what I try to explain to them, because it takes some convincing for some people, because they're not social. It's like the way that I sell it is like, you're gonna get your workouts that are on there. You're gonna see people posting like meals that are gonna inspire you and motivate you. So like always sharing all the benefits, because once they're in, they love it. right? And that takes their results to the next level. When they're plugged into the community, their results go to the next level versus just that one-on-one, because now they're being coached by all the other coaches. They're being coached by the clients. They're creating relationships. I've seen so many of our clients become like incredible friends outside of the chat, right? They work out together because it's a family. It's an extended family. And remember, when you're bringing people in, they don't necessarily they don't necessarily have that positive environment at home outside of this community. So it's so important to keep them plugged into the community and have them be a part of these online chats. So I will share this chat content flow on our Side Hustle School chat so that you guys can start to use that, because this is the perfect time for implementing this, guys, because we're starting a brand new month, right? So you literally get to kick off your month with that flow and not having to think too hard as to what you're going to post. Okay, so next is, I need a sip, sorry. Next is using the resources that Herbalife gives us. Why fix what isn't broken? So guilty right here. When I first really started my business, I had all these ideas. And I was like, oh, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. But what I found was it's not, number one, I was doing everything myself, which why would we do that when we have something that works? We have something to plug them into already. We have a system. I was trying to create my own system because I needed to be creative. And then I realized like that doesn't work. Especially now being a new mom, like X that. Why am I gonna go try my own thing when I have something here that works, that's effective, and it works in my favor, right? So using all the resources that Herbalife gives us, right? Number one, preferred member promos. I don't know if you guys saw this. This is the brand new promo that's launching for October. It's already posted. So I'm already sending messages to my PMs about this promo, how they're gonna be able to qualify for this for those that qualify. So staying connected to your Go Herbalife. There's so many different resources for us to use to grow our business that Herbalife provides to us for free. For free. F-R-E-E, free, no money, right? And we don't have to create all these things on our own. So plugging into the preferred member promos, knowing what they are, right? Because we sometimes have these last couple months, we had the two running at the same time. So how can you leverage that to grow your business? And you're providing value to your clients, because Herbalife is basically, how amazing is it that Herbalife provides them gifts for being on track with their goals, for being consistent, right? And all you get to do is reassure them of that. And because you're reaching out to them, they're like, wow, my coach really cares about my goals. And the fact that I get rewarded is a plus, right? So always know what the preferred member promos are, guys. And on another note with that is there's also promos for when maybe you have preferred members who haven't ordered, right? And the beauty of this is that Herbalife will tell you who qualifies, what they need to qualify, if they're in cuts to qualify, like all of that is done for us. So use it, abuse it. It's there for us to grow from, okay? Next is HN Connect. So if you haven't been able to get the app, you can do the HN Connect on your Go Herbalife, right? And this is amazing, guys, because if you don't have the app yet, if you're on the wait list, it's amazing because it'll notify you every time your PMs order. If you have retail clients, right? So it's really a great conversation starter, right? So how many of you put a 5 in the chat if you know what your clients order every month, product-wise? If you know what your clients order every month. Some of you do, right? Some of you do. What about the clients that order so consistently that you can't even keep track, right? So this is gonna tell you exactly what they've ordered, right? So you can that's another way to follow up, right? They ordered something new and you're like, hey, how are you loving that fiber, that new tropical twist fiber? Like, it also, because it's showing you what they've ordered, it's also giving you an opportunity to, at the end of your month, when you're trying to close your month, what haven't they tried? What can you recommend as a product, right? What is something that's going to bring them or give them the next level results that they haven't tried? So this is such an incredible way to track our business, to track our volume, to be able to have more access to our preferred members through what they're ordering, what they're consistently ordering, right? And it's just an incredible resource that Herbalife provides for us as well. So definitely check that out, take advantage of that, because I personally, it's been helpful for me as I've been growing, as I'm getting more preferred members, to be able to track what they're ordering for the purpose of being able to recommend a new product to them. Okay, the next one is BizWorks. So BizWorks is an incredible investment in your business. It's like $8, I think. And if you qualify for Active World Team, guys, you get a whole year free. So get to Active World Team so you can get a whole year's free. But this is going to take your business to the next level, right? Because now you have access to reports, you have access to so much more that is going to help you figure out where everybody is. It's another resource. So I pulled up some of the ones that I personally use to reach out to my PMs, right? So knowing when your preferred members Herbalife anniversaries are, right? Because that's a great way to kick off a conversation. When knowing their birthday, so I'll tell you a tip that I do, right? When I know when their birthday's coming up, or it's 90 days before their birthday, they're going to get a message from me about getting a new result. Like, okay, your birthday's coming up. What is your goal before your birthday? Because birthdays are such a big deal, right? But how can you engage them or re-engage your PMs that haven't ordered by reaching out and inviting them to get a new result for their birthday, right? And even the fact that you know your PM's birthday, to them, that's like a big deal, because it shows that you've invested in them. And it's something so simple, yet it goes a long way. And it reassures them that you are committed to them, you are committed to their goals, and it builds and creates that loyalty. And yes, so Herbalife normally does a birthday promo for them as well. So knowing when their birthday is, I think most of the time, the last couple times, it's been like a really cool cup, a branded cup. So knowing when their Herbalife anniversaries are, knowing when their birthdays are, those are all opportunities to reach out to your PMs. And also level changes, discounts in their discount, right? Their discount growth. So if you don't have BizWorks, you're not going to know when they hit their new discount, until they hit it. So being able to check where they're at to their next discount, it gives you an opportunity to reach out as well, right? Maybe they haven't ordered in a while. That can be an incentive for them. Like, hey, you're only 40 volume points away from your next discount. Like, don't you want to get to your next discount, right? And then celebrating that level change. I know I'm guilty of not, I celebrate it with them, but I want to get back into the habit of posting it on social media, right? Because we post it in the chats, but also acknowledging them on social media to our clients, that's a big deal, right? That's a super big deal. So how are you leveraging all of these resources that Herbalife gives us for free in a way to help support your preferred members? Okay, and then this last one is this is the site for the Herbalife video library. I don't know if you have used this at all, but there's so many videos available that you can share, and I send these as part of my flow. Every Wednesday they get a video, and every Monday they get Monday motivation. Every Wednesday they get an Herbalife video, and then we share something on the weekend in our chat, as our client chat as well, so that they're getting product information. And this is a really great resource if you're brand new and you're not comfortable speaking about the product. There's product videos in there that you can share, so that, say someone asks you, I remember when I first started, I wanted to know everything about the product, but not everybody is that way. So if you're not comfortable speaking on the product, a great way is pull up a video and send it to them, right? The video will tell them everything about the product that they need to know. So that also helps you build your confidence in the product, but also it helps them build their, they get excited to know about the product. They get excited that you're providing that for them, right? Here we go. So what sets us apart? Okay, so I want you to I'll post the link on the chat once we're done, okay? So what sets us apart is the distributor difference, right? Anybody can go into Vitamin Shop, into NutriShop, whatever, and buy supplements, right? Anybody can do that. Is the person at the register gonna be able to really speak to the results of the product? No, because they have so many different products that they sell. There's no way that they can be an expert on everything. Plus, they don't have the personal story attached to that result, to the product, from the product. So that is the difference. The difference is that there are so many products out there, right? But with Herbalife, not only are they getting the best nutrition in the world, they're getting you, right? They're getting your story, they're getting your results, they're getting your brand. So they're buying into you. They're not buying into Herbalife. They're buying into what you're sharing, right? What your results are, what you are providing of value online, if that's where you're growing your business. So be very proud of that. Be proud of the brand that you represent, because it's built on results of so many people. It's built on personal results. It's built on stories. What are we doing with Herbalife? We share stories, essentially. That's what we're doing. We collect stories and we share stories to empower and inspire and motivate. So be very proud of the fact that we get to do that with this opportunity, because there is no other business like Herbalife, right? And so sharing your story every single day using the 4 pillars that we've shared on here in Side Hustle School in the first week, right? And it's providing, really, we're providing value, we're providing education, we're providing so much. But the more that you share, the greater your confidence becomes, in not just in your results, but in the products, in the business opportunity. And know that I know sometimes we can get discouraged because we see that so many people do Herbalife, but guess what? There's only one you. There's only one Coach Sendy. And the people that are following you, the people that are gonna follow you in this business, they don't care that so-and-so does Herbalife. They are gonna be attracted to you. So know that regardless of all the people that are doing Herbalife, you are unique, and you will attract the people that you are meant to attract to your business, right? The people that are inspired by your story, those are the people that are meant to be your clients. So don't get discouraged when you see that so many other people are doing the same thing. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter, because people are attracted to you and what you're doing. Okay? So next is to commit to your goals, commit to your clients' goals, and get to know them. This is so powerful. The more you get to know your clients, the greater the loyalty you will create with them. And they'll bring, with doing that, they're going to bring you referrals. They may even bring you new business partners. But also what you're doing, the entire, my daughter's making noise back here. The entire process of what you're doing when you're providing all of this for your preferred members is essentially you're building your next distributor, right? Because you're teaching them how you follow up. You're teaching them how you are committed to their goals. You're teaching them how to show up. You're basically teaching them how to become a distributor. So when that when that opportunity comes up, they're already going to know what to do based on what you've exhibited and what you're showing them, right? So it's super important that we commit to our clients' goals, especially when we have clients that there's going to be clients that are not consistent, that are going to fall off. But if you are consistent in your follow-up, if you are consistent in showing up, and you express how committed you are to their goals, they're going to follow you, they're going to continue, they're going to come back to you. And that's really the key in creating these lifers in your business, right? Is the type of value that you're providing to them, and just reminding them that you are committed to their goals. Okay, so the next one is to show up no matter what. Where are we showing up? We're showing up online, we're showing up on the chats, we're showing up on the client and the business chats, right? And power hours, how are you showing up to power hour, right? The disciplines that you create in one aspect will then transcend to all the aspects in your life. And it's creating discipline in how you show up is so important, because when life happens, how are you going to be able to handle it, right? Or even creating the discipline of knowing the flow, knowing how to do your business, knowing how we follow up in the chats and how we support our clients. All of that is essential in your growth, because if you're not consistent with showing up, how do you expect your business to grow, right? How do you expect your clients to be consistent if you're not showing up consistently? And although you may have clients that don't post, that it seems like they're not paying attention, they pay attention. They're watching. They know when their coach is on, and it's so important that you show up as your best self if you want to grow. So showing up is basically you're showing up for what you're asking for. If you want a big team, if you want to grow your business, how are you showing up to make it happen? Like you have to show up no matter what. And I know personally for me, and I'll share at the end some my volume, how my volume has increased. And I know it's because I committed to my clients, I committed to my business, and I show up regardless of how I'm feeling, right? So take responsibility. This is so important. Working on your mindset every day so that when you get life on, you can overcome it to show up for your clients. Sorry for all the typos, guys. I was doing this while I was trying to put my baby to sleep, but you know what I mean. So working on your mindset every single day. How are you working on your mind? Because it's not just about showing the physical results, and it's really about growing your mental muscle. Because I'll tell you, I've seen so many people come into this business super inspired and super excited, and life happens, because life happens to all of us, and they crumble and they're gone, and they almost, because they haven't worked on their mindset, it's so hard for them to get back into the game, right? So I'll ask you this: why did you become a wellness coach? This is something that I asked myself in the moments where I've had a difficult time, in the moments where I'll be honest, I've never questioned not doing this business, because from day one, I invested my heart into this business because I saw what was possible. But in the moments where I questioned, I'm too tired, I worked a long day, whatever the case may be, right? We all have things that come up. So many life circumstances, life's on us, and things happen, and tragedies. But because I've worked on my mindset, I've worked on my mental muscle, it grows every day, because I do my personal development every single day. Nothing keeps me from working on my dream and my goals that I have. So this is super important, right? Is to ask yourself every single day when you're having a tough moment, is to reflect on this, right? Because when you take a moment to reassure yourself of why you're doing this, it's going to help you show up as your best self. It's going to remind you why you're doing this. And this is something that's so important when when maybe we feel like we're doing the work and our business isn't reflecting the work that we're doing, guess what? Keep showing up. Keep showing up until. And at the end of the day, you're growing. You're growing as a person, and that the more that you grow, the more you're going to attract. So always remember that. Always remember that to reflect within yourself so that you can show up, because like I said, even if you have one person in your team, right? Even if you have one person in your team, they're watching to see how you react, and they're basing their actions on the actions that you are exhibiting. So always show up as your best self by taking a moment to reflect. So I wanted to share this, right? Because this is, and this is the intention, is really to grow your preferred members, right? To empower them, because eventually this is the actions that happen, is you start to duplicate your team. You start to grow your team. And all of my team distributors, all my distributors in my team have all been preferred members, right? And what I shared with them, not only have they duplicated, but that's what inspired them, right? Having that interaction with me. And I don't need to tell you, they can tell you, but it's because they've literally seen me do the process, and they're doing the exact same thing, right? So I'll share, Natasha, those of you guys who know Coach Natasha, from day one, she's like been a powerhouse, right? And she's been consistent and consistently showing up, even when at first she didn't have a team. Now her team is growing, right? And I truly believe, so I got this quote here. It says, divine timing. Anything that you dream and desire to manifest in your life will always manifest when your soul is in alignment with allowing it into your reality. The moment that I believed, because for a long time I didn't have, like I said, I didn't have a solid team. And I just kept working. I just kept showing up, because the more that I grew, I began to attract those people into my business, right? And now I'll share my friend Alex. I've known her since we were in elementary school, and she's watched my whole journey. She's watched my whole journey with Herbalife. And literally this girl has been in the business for less than a month and a half, right? In 6 days, she hit supervisor. She just made her first cut to active supervisor. And she did her qualification for future tab team, over 3,500 volume points before the end of the month. So it's just, what it's reassuring, guys, is that the flow that we create with our PMs is gonna then transition into our business. It's gonna transition into that growth. So I just wanted to share, before I go there, I wanted to share what my personal business, because I'm telling you all these things, right? But I want you to know how this has creating this flow, and really, for me, it's been mastering it, right? I've been really focused from the moment that I was about to have my daughter. Okay, so I'll tell you, in February, doing this flow and mastering it has helped me be a consistent 2,500 volume point business builder. However, I know, being in this community, I know that I can do more. I'm capable of more. So I really took on the challenge to say, you know what? I'm breaking the cycle of 2,500. I need to get out of that. I want to qualify VIP, because not only do I have such a strong why, which is my daughter, but to be able to do this 100% full time, leaving that 9 to 5. Okay, so I was really laser focused in February. My daughter was born in March. So in February, my volume points, my total volume was 2,977. This is creating the consistency with the PM flow to master my 2,500 volume points, right? But continuing to grow it. As of before we started this call, my total documented volume today, right now, is 8,517 volume points. My total volume for this month is 9,291. Okay. And I share that because I was in the mindset of I can only do 2,500. I can only do 2,500. And I realized that no, showing up consistently, bringing in new people, there's so much, we have so much potential. We have so much potential to keep going. And I share so that you guys are inspired, so that you guys know that you can get, number one, if you're brand new, you can get to your 2,500 volume points, but also don't set the bar there, because for so long, for years in my business, I set the bar at 2,500 and that's all I was doing. And this year I was just like, forget it. Like, I need to grow. And how can I inspire my team? How can I inspire my team? And it's me showing up. It's me showing up and showing them what is possible. So I wanted to share that because I feel like those of you that are brand new, maybe it seems impossible, but it's not. It's literally showing up every single day. Showing up every single day is what's going to help grow your business. So that is all I have for you guys tonight. I hope that was helpful.
Guys, that was amazing. Thank you so much, Sandy. Thank you. I love your leadership. I love every time you speak and present. And I know I'm not the only one that feels the same. So I'm, first of all, grateful. Guys, just so you know, I've asked Sandy several times to do this for me, for us, and she declined. Because she has, I mean, she just told you her schedule, right? She gets home and she's trying to do everything and has Frida on the chichi. And so she's like, no. But now, you know what I mean? Like, now she's giving her that space. Now that Frida's a little bit older and can give mommy an extra hour. So I'm so grateful for that. Thank you, Sandy. I know. You know what? I was like, why hear a kid? And I'm trying to mute someone. I'm like, wait, I think it's Frida. So I'm so grateful for Frida because she's grown into this environment and I know she's getting used to it. So that's why she's such a good baby. So guys, does anyone have a question?
I do.
Who's I do?
Mahai.
Let me find you. Okay, awesome. Mahai, go for it.
Hi, Cindy. Hi, everyone. The BizWorks, do we pay for that or?
Yes. You
Okay.
can subscribe for it. I think it's like $8
A month.
but it's totally, it's worth it. It's worth it. Plus, when you do your taxes, that's something you can write off as a business expense. So there's no excuse to not have it. If you want to grow your business, you have to have BizWorks.
Okay, so that's the one that marks off the calendars and all that, the birthdays and
the reports,
the drawing points and all that.
Mm-hmm. So you can, especially once you have a distributor, guys, now you can track. You can see their volume when they have preferred members. You can see their preferred members, and this is so important, especially if you want to grow your business, because Natasha says you get 2 months for free when you sign up. There you go, right? But this is so important because, you know, I've had people come into my business that have fallen out, right? But because I was able to see their preferred members with BizWorks, I've been able to make connections and reach out to those preferred members. So now I have a relationship with those people. So it's so important to be able to see your entire business, because what is something that Carla said on Monday, right? For those of you that were on the call, or we hear it all the time, that it's all our business. It's all our business. All of our preferred members, all of our distributors and their preferred members. It's all our business, my daughter. It's all our business. So we need to know where our business stands. If someone falls out or someone's going through a life thing, you know, we need to be able to have that connection to our downlines.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Anybody else have a question? What's your question?
We're good? Okay. Super, super awesome. I know we're all working, guys, for our end of month goal. So I hope you took great notes, okay? Because tomorrow is the first of the month. So it's your official last 90 days of the year. Dude, that's crazy just saying that. So these notes are gonna really take off with you if you implement them. So first of all, I wanna open up the mics for any of you that have reached, so as you know, Successful School is for everyone, for all of us, because we're all learning something new from each trainer, right? But this is specifically for the distributor to get to supervisor. And we already have several of you that have reached supervisor either last month or this month during Side Hustle. So a huge shout out to you. I want to open up the mics to the coaches or the sponsors if you want to highlight any of your girls that have already reached supervisor this month. So
I want to highlight somebody.
okay, good, because I was gonna highlight her. I'm like, I'm waiting, sister.
So I'm so excited to recognize my gal. She's so fired up about the business, guys, and I'm just like, you know, when they talk about finding your avatar, I'm excited to see that I'm actually attracting what I want, right? I mean, powerful women, powerful moms, no excuses, get her done. You know, it's the kind of women I have on my team. So Becky is one of those like busy moms that just find a way to just make a difference, not only in themselves. She sent me her before pictures. She's in the 30s club. She's down 25 pounds and she is reached the supervisor level in the second month. She's 400 volume points and she's still working to get her first cut active supervisor this month. So Becky, come on down, girl.
Hi guys. So yes, so I first of all, I want to say I am super, super grateful for just the community. I'm super, super grateful for Adri because, oh God, it's, I know our phone call the other day, just crying baby was, I'm sure it annoyed me and she's my kid, you know, so I couldn't imagine how poor Adri was like, oh my God. So I'm just super grateful for all the support I've had, just the guidance that I've had, and you know, I do know that I put the work into it, but I couldn't have done it alone, and I can't just take all the credit. And I will make it. I will make it. You know, I've already. Like Coach Sandy says, you have to manifest it. You have to become that. You have to put it in the universe, and it will happen. So by tonight, 11:59. Well, before that, my goal is before that, but 11:59, those 400 points will be in there. So I'm super excited.
So proud of you, Becky. So proud of you. Thank you for showing up. Guys, if you ever want to ask, how do you reach supervisor? Or if you're struggling with consistency, hit Becky up. Let her give you some tips because this girl has shown up to everything. And that is so powerful for success. So thank you so much, Becky. I want to personally highlight Anna Gomez. I want you on the camera, girl. Come on down. Talk to me, boo. Talk to me. Brand new supervisor,
Guys, I was trying to talk and I can't talk. I'm still muted. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, yeah.
So tell me, how'd you do it? How do you feel? I know you're a full-time, you have a full-time job. Tell us everything about you.
I'm a full-time, I have a full-time job. I work for the district of Chino. I'm a teacher. There's a lot of things that I've gone through, like just with distant learning, but you know, just keep on trying my side hustle. I'm a mom of 2, and yeah, just keep on going. And like Becky said, you just need to manifest what you want. Like I said, I'm a daughter of 2 girls, and my youngest is like, I want a 15, and I was like, oh my God. I'm like, okay. So that's like my goals now. Like I want to get my house, and it just manifests. So just keep on working and trying to get things done for myself here.
Okay, so guys, I personally want to hold you accountable because we talked about the house, but this is super important. So when do you want your house, and when is the 15 coming up?
Well, the house is my 35th birthday, so I have a year. I'll be 34 this year, so I have a year to get the house, and then the 15 is in 2 years. No, 3.
All right, I love it. Those are great goals, guys. This is what keeps you excited towards your side hustle, right? Because you're like, okay, and something we're going to be moving forward is having that side hustle, setting those goals, and setting that money aside. Because, you know, with your business, money comes. And at the end of the day, you're like, dude, what did I do with it? And all of a sudden you have cute outfits. And what about the house? What about the 15? So holding you accountable, Anna, super excited for you. Congratulations, everyone. Big shout out to Anna.
Thank you.
Any new supervisors in the house that just fully qualified?
I have one, but I don't think she's on the call. I don't see her. But Deanna qualified.
Oh, okay. Deanna, that's right. She's
She's on.
always on the call.
She qualified in 2 months, and really, you guys, it was just showing up every single day. Like, she showed up every power hour, sometimes twice a day, and she's a single mom of 3, literally doing the whole distant learning thing, and she just made no excuses. So, but I don't think she's on, but
That's awesome. Congratulations to you, Natasha, because it also takes great leadership to help our babies succeed and reach these amazing levels. Now I want to open up the mic for any of you that you're reaching a specific goal, and we want to give you great vibes so you can close it. So any of you want to share a particular goal? Maha, you opened up the mic. I know you wanted to share. Again, go for it, girl.
No, I'm good.
Go for it.
I'm at 1237. It's like not moving, and I'm like, oh. Like I've been working on it, but it's just like, what the hell's going on?
Can anybody give her a tip?
I just want to tell you, you are so awesome. You know what? Just mindset is everything. You got this. You got this. Change your mindset. Your phone's going to be ringing off the hook. You got this, girl. You got this.
Thank you. I'm working a Prolesa sale right now, so I got a message right now. So
Mahai, so since you're doing Prolesa, go on your story and share how excited you are about Prolesa, how it's helped you. Like talk about it.
Okay.
Talk about it and invite. And since you're running a promo, talk about the promo and just let them know like you got to get it, right? And one thing because when the Prolesa came back, I sold like 7 Prolesas in a day.
Wow, that's a lot of volume.
But it's because you gotta share the urgency of them getting it, because it's gonna sell out. Like, reassure them it's gonna sell out. You gotta get it. You gotta get it. Just share your excitement, right?
Okay.
And like Becky said, like you gotta manifest it. You gotta say, I am gonna close at this. I'm gonna get another sale.
Okay.
Don't focus on it's not moving. It's not moving. Say it's gonna move. It's gonna move.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandy. One thing, Carmen, and I would like for Carmen to jump in. Carmen always says at the end of the night, if you did or you didn't do it, it's asking yourself, did I do my best? Every single day of the month. And if your answer is yes, shake it off.
She's gonna get it. She's gonna get it. She just I'm like, yes, I will order it.
Look at that attitude change.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
All right, Carmen, close the good vibes for Mahai.
No discounts, the full price. Heck no.
No, first of all, I just want to say congratulations, guys. At the end of the day, and this is, Natasha, we had Power Hour this morning, and what's amazing is the power of consistency, right? If you're consistent, it starts to build and your muscle gets stronger and stronger. All of a sudden you can lift the 10-pound weight, then a 15-pound weight. You're going to go from struggling right now to doing your 2,500 to all of a sudden you're going to be like, oh, like Natasha this morning was like, I already hit my 3,500. Now I'm going for another 500. So it's like you build your confidence, but the only way you build confidence is with consistency. So just, at the end of the day, I just want to close it off with, exactly what Delphi said is at the end of the day, guys, just push, do your best. Like if at night, in your heart, because that's something that you cannot lie to anyone else but yourself. So at night, if you can go to bed and know in your heart that you tried your best, that's all that fucking matters. At the end of the day, guys, fall in love with the journey. Fall in love with the fact that you get to hang out with fucking amazing people like this who have goals, people who have drive, people who are reaching new heights. I mean, we're talking about Anna right now. I'm so excited. So by the way, I don't know if Anna remembers, she was one of my mentees back in high school. How crazy, over 20 something years, right? But right now that I was hearing her, I was like, oh my God, like imagine we get to surround ourselves with people and impact their lives and their dreams. So
and I need to talk to you. I can't remember that. You need to make me remember that.
Yeah, I was not gonna glare. I'll reach out to you after.
Okay.
But it's just, we get an opportunity to reach out for new goals. And how amazing is that, right? We get to, like, the house is going to be a check off. Then it's going to be something else and something bigger and better. And so where else do you get the opportunity to do this? I know that when I worked in corporate, I didn't have these type of conversations with anyone that I had the ability to share. And so fall in love with the journey and fall in love with the fact that you're going to be hitting one goal after another. And there's going to be months where you won't hit it, and that's okay. Because the following month you will, as long as you stay consistent and on track. So with that, guys, have a powerful, powerful end of month close.
We have one more shout out. Thank you, Carmen. One more shout out. First of all, we have our second cut to active supervisor, Crystal, who is working with her girls. So Crystal, tell us what's going on and what you guys are up to.
So I've been working my butt off because to me, today is double end of month. So I've been working all day. I've been MIA, but I've been reaching out to everyone I know, and I'm excited because Lizette is literally going to hit supervisor. She's going to fucking hit supervisor tonight, which excites me because when I hit a cut and she's hitting a cut, that makes it even more better. I don't got the kids here, no distractions, working on both damn phones.
So powerful. Lisette, how are you feeling? Camera on, girl.
Hold on.
Are you putting on lipstick seriously right now?
No. I'm here.
How do you feel? Supervisor's like a few volume points away.
Huh?
A few volume points away. How do you feel?
I'm excited. I actually just placed an order for liftoff. I think that made me supervisor.
All right, we'll confirm and then we'll give you a big shout out. So proud of you, Lisette.
Yes, I'm
proud.
Excited.
Second month in business, guys, supervisor level. Yes, good. Give big shout outs to all of you that are reaching great goals. Again, so proud for your consistency and your efforts to your business. So I want to leave you a quick homework, okay? Now, we're going to go into week 4, which we have a guest speaker. She's outside of our team, but she's doing phenomenal work, and she is crazy recruiting. All right, crazy recruiting. Carmen just telling me last month, she's doing like 18,000 personal volume points, guys, each month. Okay, so like right now, Mahai is trying to close, her goal, and right now she has 1,200. Crystal is trying to close her 2,500. This girl's doing 18,000 volume points. Not to compare her to any of us, but we can learn something from her, right? Her focus is recruitment. So it's gonna give us a lot of notes to really set off the stage for the next 2 weeks, which is our focus together is to recruit so we can go to round 4 of Side Hustle. Now, my challenge to you, I was gonna say your homework is from here on to the next class is, can you recruit one distributor? Okay, and she can join week 4 of Side Hustle. So then that way she gets inspired by Megan. So post it on Side Hustle, welcome that new distributor. I mean, if you can do 3, great. But your challenge is in the first week of the month is at least recruit 1 distributor. Because the reason, the way you reach high volume, guys, is by recruitment, is by focusing on building your team. And that's how you develop your check. And that's how you grow your check. So 1 distributor within your first week of business. So on that 100 list that you have, go back to it and like, okay, now I know I was first focusing on clients, but now who can I reach out to for the business? Also, your client list, they're the perfect distributor, right? Why? Because they're already product lovers. So who can you reach out to? And how can you start sharing on your story, on your post about your opportunity, about Side Hustle, about how you just reached this level and you feel so proud of yourself? Start planting seeds. So I'm excited to see this on the chat, on Side Hustle chat, of all new distributors that are going to be coming in our way. So manifest it tonight when you close your month. Be like, new distributor. I know you love me, Natasha. Anyway, love you guys. Happy end of month. See you guys on Side Hustle chat. Post away. How are you feeling? I'm excited to continue seeing recognition all night long. Sweet dreams at midnight, okay? Not a minute before. Good night, everyone. Thank you, Sandy. Everyone on the chat. How Sandy's call.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Have an amazing end of month, everyone. Let's do this.